guys, welcome back to another video here on DC Dual Force. My name's Jonathan Snow, and today we're going to talk about the brand new balance changes that are coming very soon for DC Dual Force. Today is August 15th as I'm recording, and also I wanted to give a shout out to Bladye because I'm using his YouTube video to make my video, because the official balance patch update isn't live just yet on the DC Dual Force official website yet. But this is what's going to happen very soon. So let's just jump straight into it because there's a lot to go over and I have a lot of opinions about it. And this is probably by far my favorite balance patch changes that has been happening in the recent weeks. So first things first, balance change. Wonder Woman leader now says 2 charge. Wonder Woman gets 3 power this turn and give recruit in front of Wonder Woman +1/+1. So usually Wonder Woman will get on 2 charge, she'll get +4 attack for the leader, and then she'll get +1 defense to everyone on the board, but now she doesn't do that anymore. So I think this is a great change because it still keeps her a 2 charge leader. She still can be aggressive, but not as aggressive. So she's not killing, like Bane, a silver card for 4 damage. He's a 6/4 and she's a 4 leader. So, she's not killing silver cards anymore like that, which is great. And also a lot of the units that are, that have shields or aura and stuff like that, they're not surviving longer on the board and giving them a lot more like juice to stay alive longer. So I think this is a phenomenal change for Wonder Woman. I definitely want to see this in play testing so I can give you guys more of my feedback on that. But right now I really do like this, and I think this is a great change for Wonder Woman. Not keep her super overpowered, but she's more in line with the other leaders as well as just 3 power for what she can do. So next is Batman leader, now has 19 health. Batman leader now has 18 health, had 19th health. Again, a very subtle change to Batman. You really don't want to kill the leaders, just because they're good. You don't want to make them like awful. So again, this is a very subtle change. We'll see how it plays out in the long run. But in my opinion, I think this is a pretty good change for Batman. He's not as beefy for 19 health. So, that 1 HP can definitely make a big difference in battle. So let's continue. The Flash leader now has 19th health, had 17th health. Again, the Flash leader was very underwhelming. He had the weakest, I believe he had the weakest health in the game. So him with 19th health, again, a subtle change, nothing too crazy. It can make him live a little bit longer, and him taking, 2 damage or 3 damage because he attacks twice. So him having a little bit more health keeps him in the game a little bit longer. So I think that's a good change for him. Lex Luther leader now says charge 4, KO a recruit. If they were friendly, sacrifice them, draw 2 cards, and charge Lex Luther 3 times. This is huge change for Lex Luther. I think honestly, like, Lex Luther really needed this because getting that 2 charge, kill your own recruit, and you only get 2 charge kind of felt bad because now your opponent could be like, well, now I could wait 2 turns and do something crazy, and then they can't, they're not really scared of your charge or Lex Luther's effect to kill any recruit on the board. But I think this is a great change for Lex, definitely for sure. Makes him a lot more viable and stronger. Alright, now we have Truth and Justice. Now says, give your recruits +2 and shield. It's definitely a great change to see because I was complaining with Truth and Justice as well, because giving everything on your board, including your leaders +2 attack, is 2 more attacks onto the board when your leaders have a huge amount of health pool. So it really doesn't matter if they were taking damage. It just basically they were just like killing the board, and then you can have your big units, start attacking the other leaders and stuff. So I think this is a great change for Truth and Justice. I think it definitely shuts it down a little bit. I was gonna say, if you're gonna keep it the same, do +1/+1 or 2+2/+2 and just to the end of turn. But I think maybe to the end of turn might be a little bit too powerful still. So I definitely do like this change. I want to do some testing with it, and I don't think this is an auto include now in your might decks now, because there'll be other things right now that are other gold cards that might be a little bit more enticing to use and just give +2/+2 and shield. But with this inclusion, it also makes Power Girl and Supergirl a lot more enticing to use, because now it gives all your recruit shields, and Supergirl need a shield. Even though you need to wait another turn to use them, but I still feel like you can, you can still use them. And actually, too, since you're playing Might, you have 10th metal, so you can go, you could go Truth and Justice, 10th metal, and then play Supergirl, Power Girl. So even then, that you could do that too. So who knows? We have next is Superman Robot is now a 2-1, was a 2-2. Superman Robot was really good stated. Shield 2-2 was strong, so having him a 2-1 is fine. It gives other cards, that peg -1 damage to him a lot more easy to clear. So I think that's a fine change. Amazon bracelets now give a friendly recruit +3 health and aura. It used to be +4 health and aura. This card was underused. Not a lot of people played it. It's a bronze card. I was using it a little bit, but it's not too bad. I guess 4 health is kind of overstated for bronze and giving aura, so I guess they see, might as well give +3 instead. So that's fine. Not too bad of a change there. Upgraded bandages now heals 3 damage from a friendly character and give them +1 health. So upgraded bandages was too out of ridiculous. It was, healing for 3 and drawing a card is just insane. I definitely do like this change. It definitely neuters Batman a little bit with his with the card draw, but I think this is definitely a good place for bandages. I don't think, and plus remember, bandages is free. You're healing for 3, drawing a card, and playing it for free, and then doing it again. Like, it's just insane value. So being able to play a free card to draw a card is too nuts. So I guess I definitely do like this change. It's definitely a good change for sure. Alfred Pennyworth now says, deploy. If you have a Batman leader, draw a card, starts, create a bandage in your hand, and is now 2-2, was 1-1. Big nerf to Alfred. Complete change. Big nerf to Batman also. So now you can't go on turn 1. If you go second, Batman already has 1 charge. You can't go play Alfred, charge Batman, get the grappling gun, pop Alfred back to your hand, Batman swing for 3, kill anything. Next turn you go, Batman charge for 1, play Pennyworth now, charge him again, swing for 3, pop him back to your hand. So now you can't be doing that loop anymore. So it feels kind of bad, but being able to draw a card is still good. I guess they kind of replaced it, like, bandages are going to get nerfed, might as well let Alfred let you draw a card. So I think Alfred is still an auto include because you get to draw a card and you're still filtering in your deck. And a 2-2, he could definitely, take on some units. He could take on Steve one-on-one now without a problem. So he can definitely take out a couple of cards with being that 2 attack now. So I think Alfred is definitely a good change. And creating bandages at the start of the turn, basically making Alfred a go-to target still. So I don't know. I think this is definitely a good change. Nerf to Batman for sure, but I think you'll still see Alfred in play. Commissioner Gordon is now a 2-1, was a 3-3. I think Commissioner Gordon was overstated. It was so good. I hate to see this because I play Gordon all the time and you play him at 2. Are you still playing him at 2? You might be playing him as a 1-of now, because that 2-1 ish. You still get the 3-1 for the speed car, for the police car, but man, this this is definitely a big blow. Definitely sucks a little bit for Commissioner Gordon. Next, Batman Cape Crusade was a 4-4. Now a 4-4 was a 6-6. This is the Bat Signal Batman, where you get him 6-6. He has speed, ambush, like just insane keywords. And yeah, he needed a tone down for sure. 4-4 is definitely a lot more viable. He's not going to be killing everything. If anything, like he was taking out gold units too. So him being a 4-4 is definitely a little bit more reasonable, especially still having the speed and ambush with him. So I think that's a good change for that Batman. Batwing is now a 3-3, was a 3-4. Again, another subtle change, not too crazy. Now it'll be easier to kill Batwing, so he can't get out of control. Having that extra 1 HP can be a bigger difference. So him being a 3-3 now, and then every time he gets, I think is a +1/+1, or is it +2/+2? I forgot what he gets. But now, it's not going to be super snowbally with Batwing, so that's pretty good change. Devil Knight says give your recruits +2 power. If this is a permanent +2 power, that's pretty good. I never really used this card before, so I can't really per se too much what this card is, but definitely a good card now, I feel like. Man Bat is a 4-1, was a 3-2. I think, Man Bat was good where he was at 3-2, but now having a 4-1, he could pretty much be on par killing silver cards for free nonetheless. Can be very good aggressive, like on the start, Batwing, Man Bat, 4 damage, then pop it back to your hand and do another 4 damage or something. He can get rid of the Minotaur now for Might, which is cool. So yeah, I think Man Bat, that's a good change for him. He still is very easy killable for 1 damage, so a lot of cards ping stuff for 1 damage, so he's not like out of like the way of not getting destroyed. Parasite now has deployed, deal 2 damage to enemy recruits. Parasite gets +1 for each damage dealt, and is now a 1-1, was a 2-2. So definitely good change again. Parasite was very little underwhelming with the buff that he gets, but I think definitely he can snowball a lot more efficient if you have firepower on your board. So I think this is a good change for Parasite. I think now he'll be a little bit more playable. Whack-A-Man now says deal 5 damage to random enemy recruit. It used to be 4 damage for bronze, now 5 damage. That's insane. 5 damage for bronze. That's literally taking out a lot of things. Even though it's random, but still, like if it hits, it hits. Lightning Arc now deals 5 damage to an enemy and 1 damage to an adjacent enemy. This card used to be 2 damage and 1, but now dealing 5 damage is insane. Like Green has a lot of like damage stuff, spread damage, like that's really strong. So having firepower with Green might be really good now. It's insane. Alright, so we're gonna have to play his video just a little bit just to get a little bit under. Let's see here, so we can get a little bit closer down here. Alright, so now it says here Chip now says deploy, you may pay bronze to give Chip and a random Green Lantern in your hand +2/+1 an aura, and is now at free cost, was bronze, and now a 1-1, was a 2-2. So now Chip is a 1-1 free card that gives a +2/+1 for itself and aura to something in hand. So he becomes a 3-2 free play card. That's insane. I've been saying this for the longest, that Green Lancers were underwhelming because they were too fair and they weren't getting they needed more free play, and they needed more like overtuned stats in order to justify paying that extra bronze, because you're only getting 1 unit, and if that 1 unit dies from your opponent's 2 units that they get to play, you know what I mean, that's very sad. So this definitely needed a great change to Chip, making it a free play. I did not see that coming. That's really strong. So you're definitely going to be running Chip in your deck. Simon Baz now says deploy, if you pay bronze to give Simon Baz and a random recruit +4 health, and is now a 4-1, was a 3-2. So he becomes a 4-4? That's pretty good for a bronze becoming a 4-4. That is pretty good. Like I said, that's really good. Jessica Cruz now says deploy, you may pay bronze to give Jessica Cruz and a random Green Lantern +4 power. And is now a 1-4, was a 2-3, so she will become a 4-4. Yeah. Again, like I said, Green Lanterns, they needed some type of buff, because if you're paying that extra bronze, you need to justify paying it, because it just didn't felt good paying the extra bronze and then them just not sticking even for 1 turn. You don't even get to attack with them. So I think, again, very good change for Green Lanterns. Solstice is now a 5-5, was a 5-4. Good change, good stat line change. Now she could be on par with a lot of things, being a 5-5. John Stewart is now a 5-4, was a 3-5. Another great change for Green Lantern. I was saying that John Stewart needed to be a 5 before, so because his effect is that he can pop anything that's his power or less. But like 3 power didn't seem good enough especially for John Stewart. You're paying a silver and then a bronze in order to pop a card, and then sometimes he's not even buffed, so then you can't even pop anything if you're on the silver turn. So him being a 5-4 definitely makes him, like, if you boost him 1 time, he could pretty much snipe anything on the board for practically for a silver and a bronze. So I think this again great change to John Stewart. He definitely must needed him. Change. Supersonic Punch now gives a friendly recruit +4 and invincible this turn and draw a card. So it's a silver card. It's gonna let you cycle +4 power, invincible, and draw a card. So it cycles itself. I think this card is 100% going to see play. Lasso of Truth now is a free cost, was bronze. Lasso of Truth gets to move a recruit and exhaust them, and it's free now. That's an auto included in a lot of my decks. That card can literally win you games. Metron is now a 410, was a 210. I don't know too much of Metron. I don't know too much about that card. I don't know. I have to see exactly what it was, but anything that gets a boost added from a 410, I think that's always fine. Deimos was a 2-3, was now a 2-3, was a 2-2. That's always good if more health means that more survivability. And this is the -1/-1 guy, so I definitely think that's a good change. It gives him again more time to last on the board. Shadow's Blade says, give a friendly recruit ambush and lethal this turn. This card is going to be an auto include in like a lot of purple decks. It used to only be ambush, but having ambush and lethal literally means that you kill any card. No, if All Father or High Father is 12/12, you go with your little 1/1 attack, lethal, ambush, dead. Crazy powerful. This card is gonna be really good. I guess there's no need to play Royal Sacrifice anymore, because you could just easily keep your unit and just kill anything. It's so good. Auto include. Indoctrinate now says put a non-gold enemy recruit into your deck. Indoctrinate, I'm sorry, for silver, you put something random in your deck and then it's not a gold, definitely a bad card. Never gonna see play again. I think they should have just kept it as is. Indoctrinate definitely will never see play again because it's a silver card. It goes into your deck. You don't even get to draw a card or even like replace itself or nothing. Like, you're just playing a card just to take a card from your opponent's deck, and it's completely random. You don't get to choose. Nah, that card is terrible. Absolutely horrible card. Don't play it ever again. That's a bad change to that card. It used to be take a silver unit from your opponent's deck and give a shield onto your board. I think that's a lot better, but this is definitely a big L to Indoctrinate. So I think they should just reinvert it, because otherwise this is not going to see no play. But yeah, that is going to be it for the balance patch update. It's definitely a long video. Definitely huge changes overall. I like the change to Green Lanterns. I love how they increase some damage to like Lightning Arc, Whack-A-Man. There's a lot of good stuff here. Batman definitely got a little neutered for some of his cards. Wonder Woman, I like her change. I like Lex Luther's change a lot. Definitely makes him a lot more viable leader to, draw a lot of more cards and always be threatening on the next turn, that he can always destroy something. So I think we're seeing some phenomenal, great changes. Good job, Dev Team, for listening to the community and doing great work. I cannot wait to see more what you guys have in store for this game, and I cannot wait to see more updates, because this is huge. Very, very, very good positive change in my opinion. Maybe some questionable stuff like Indoctrinate. I don't see what the issue was with that card, so maybe if there was an explanation on that, why was it a complete change? And I think it's just a bad card now. But some questionable stuff for like why things got changed a certain way. But other than that, I think a phenomenal A+, A+ for this list. So until then, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and listening. Again, shout out to Bladye for letting me use his YouTube video so I can give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the update for this coming week. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.